Little Bennett Elementary School. Positive Behavior Intervention System.
My name is Daniela Helton and I'm the school counselor here at Little Bennett, and I'm also one of the team members on the PBIS team. The PBIS system here at Little Bennett is focused on positive behavior intervention systems. It is so important at our school because it drives our school's success. Now, at our school, we have what's called the High 5 rules. And these are the 5 rules that all of our children and our staff abide by. They are respecting ourselves, respecting others, respecting property, keeping self to self, and following directions the first time given. One way that we are able to praise our students here at Little Bennett for following the High 5 rules is with what we call tickets. There's a gotcha ticket that we give students in grades K through 3rd grade. If they are following one of the High 5 rules, they'll receive a gotcha ticket. Also, 4th and 5th grade students receive what we call an Eagle Buck, which is worth a little bit more than a gotcha ticket if they're following one of the High 5 rules. Throughout your students' day at Little Bennett, there's other opportunities for them to earn many more tickets. For example, we have what's called Jackpot Day, which takes place once a quarter, and Mr. Miller will get on the announcements and he might say one of our High 5 rules, and if the students are following that High 5 rule at that moment, they have earned the jackpot ticket, which is worth many gotcha tickets or Eagle Bucks. There are also other ways that students can earn more than one ticket at a time, things such as daily double or what we call power hour, where they earn many more tickets within 1 hour. Now, all of these tickets are used at what we call our Eagle's Nest store and our non-tangible stores. At the end of each month, the children gather all of their tickets, count their tickets, and they are able to purchase items at our Eagle's Nest store, or they're able to purchase activities such as having lunch with the teacher or shadowing our principal. Every quarter, you will hear, if you're in the building, Mr. Miller get on the announcements. There might be some music, and he will announce a jackpot day. At that moment, he will say to the students, if they are following one of the High 5 rules, they will earn what's called a jackpot ticket. And these tickets are equivalent to many, many gotcha tickets. So they get very excited about that. Now, in addition to catching our individual students doing a great job, we also notice when a whole class is doing a great job. And we praise a whole class with what we call a High 5. So if I notice a class walking down a hallway doing a really nice job, I might say to the teacher, I'd like to give your class a High 5. When they get back to the classroom, they can record on their High 5 bar graph the High 5 that I gave them, and throughout the day, at lunch, recess, the homeroom teacher, or other specialists, they will get those High 5s from those people and record on the bar graph. When they reach their goal, they will celebrate with a High 5 party. The gotcha tickets, the Eagle Bucks, and the High 5s given to the classrooms are some of the ways that we praise our students here at Little Bennett. Another way that we praise our students is with our chart. This is our Go for the Green chart, and all of the students start on green, or what we call celebrate. They're celebrating that they are following all of our High 5 rules. However, if one or some of our students are not able to follow some of the High 5 rules, then their teacher will quietly have a conversation with that student to remind them about the rule that needs to be followed. However, if the student is unable to follow that rule, then they will be moved to what we call the warning level. When a student is moved to this level, their name is written on something that we call the green to go. So for example, a student's name would be written on the yellow line if they were on the warning level. Now, if the student continues to not follow the high five rules, then they will go to what we call the orange level, which we have as reflection. If they have to do this, they will have a moment to reflect on their behavior and complete what we call a reflection form. And you will see this form come home because it requires a parent's signature. As with each of the levels, the children are given quiet and gentle reminders between each level. If the student continues to not follow our high five rules, then they may reach the red level, which is a phone call home. So the children will reflect again on their behavior at the red level, and you'll receive a phone call home from a staff member. As I mentioned before, all of this information is recorded on what we call the green to go. This paper travels with the class anywhere they go in the building. For example, to lunch, to recess, to their special classes. However, we have what's called a fluid color system. So if a child has moved to a yellow warning, they can move back up to green by showing exceptional behavior. If a child is at orange or at red, they also can make their way back up to green. That way, they can end their day on a positive note. And staying on red, orange, or yellow, they can make that difference and go on up. Now, at the end of each day, students in our school record how they did. For example, kindergarten, first, and second graders use this calendar. They will record at the end of the day by coloring the square of the date. And they will record it by coloring a green, yellow, orange, or red. The goal here at Little Bennett is for our students to stay on green 80% of the time. If they do so, then they're able to go to what's called a green party at the end of the month or at the end of a quarter. On the back of the calendars, you'll also notice a comment section. In that comment section, you might see notes from the teacher regarding your child's behavior. This calendar is kept in the blue communication folder that all of our children have in the inside to keep it private. In addition, our 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students also record their color on this sheet, which has 3 months at a time. So this is for a quarter. Now, if a child in any of our grades is able to stay on green for the whole month, then they will receive what we call a golden ticket. A golden ticket is equal to 25 gotchas. And students will receive that at the end of the month as an extra special reward. At the end of the school day, we take a look at how our children are doing. And we notice if 80% of the children in one classroom were able to stay on green, then the teachers will show that with a visual hand sign, which we call our peace sign here at Little Bennett. And if they were unable to stay 80% stay on green, they might show it with a non-peace sign. This information is collected each morning, and the information is reported in our announcements so that we can celebrate all of our green days and the successes of our children. I also want you to know that the purpose of this system is to praise and to encourage all of our students. So if your child does come home with perhaps a yellow, that is okay. It is okay for children to make mistakes. But we are encouraging this year with our fluid system that we learn from our mistakes and that we can earn ourselves a chance to get back on green. You'll notice that in the calendars, on our PBIS website, in the parent brochure that you'll also be receiving, there are other ways to support our PBIS system in your own home. And to, if you're interested, begin a PBIS system in your home as well. We hope that you are able to support our system, and if you have questions, please feel free to contact your teacher or myself.